Hail Marinia, everybody! How's it going? This is Kiltan Rats. Welcome back to Sunless Sea and back to Pigmote Isle. We're back with Captain Josephine 1 week after her inaugural journey, and I guess we have a fair amount of supplies and fuel left in our little starter ship here, so we might as well just carry on. What is this actually? This is a might challenge to steal the Lower Pigmote Isles might Lower Pigmote Isles might to make this easier. Oh, okay. So maybe it's this thing that we could be doing, but I don't think I want to do that right now. I definitely want to steal that star at some point, though. I don't think we've seen this before, though. Hail Marinia! The Neath's most adorable nation scurries around your legs. Scintillate harvesters drag heavy bags of the island's bounty to their silos. Industrious rodents work hard on towering edifices, some of them almost neck-high. London will never believe a bloody word of this. Yeah, okay. And I do believe we have... oh, hang on. I do believe we have a... How do I get to the officers? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, he's a +2 veils, +1 hearts. I guess we can do that. So the albino tinkerer is now our mascot, while the comatose ferret can go and sleep some more. Can we speak? No, we can't. But we can speak with the comatose ferret, which is always relatively pointless. Attract its attention. Play with your ferret. Play, that eye roll says. Play. I played once in the Happy Warrens of London before you installed me in this floating coffin and made me eat dried food. Damn your play. It is an eloquent eye roll. Right, let's see, where on the map are we? We are... This is the Salt Lions, there we need to go back and we need 20 capacity. So let's just send out the Z-Bat once more and see what else lies beyond. I did manage to download new stories by using my data plan to finagle my way around the firewall in this place I'm staying at right now. Oh, this looks like it could be... I can't remember the name of the place, but there was like a Scintillate chess sort of focused. Port Cecil, exactly. Yeah, this is Port Cecil. Okay. We are definitely discovering quite a bit on this first voyage. Port Cecil is always worth a stopover. Even though... I think it might also potentially provide us with some more cargo, so we'll have to see how we're gonna make that work with the Sphinx Stone in the Salt Lions, or at the Salt Lions. I'm not sure yet. But we'll make it work somehow. It's not that far, so we barely need to have any fuel or supplies left when we pull in at the Salt Lions. How are we actually doing for cargo? We need to get rid of 15. Yeah, this should be fine. Port Cecil, a sourceless silver glow, a haven for players of games. Rumpled convolutions of coral filled the water, glimmering with silvery light. The harder you look, the more you see shapes amid the chaos, almost as if they were sculpted. This one could be a crenellated castle, that one a horse's head. A neat little port huddles into the side of a coral island, prosaic imperial docks and houses tucked away in a baroque organic chaos. In that curious silvery light among the frozen chaos of coral, the scene has the unreal air of a pencil sketch, crumpled and discarded. That writing, though. Okay, chess is popular in the principles. The port is full of exiles, drunks, and washed-up Z traders. They all play, often obsessively. Be careful, the chess pieces are carved from Sintellec. Here in the principles, they can be very dangerous. A straightforward challenge. Let's go and do that. A disciplined success. Odd thoughts bubble up each time you touch a chess piece. This one longs for home, that one has a secret desire for revenge against the slayer of its rank mate. This will be a queen one day. Those would do better as metal. You taste the metal. You ignore these thoughts and move methodically to a victory over your opponent. He blinks. Checkmate? He asks helplessly. Win enough games and something else will occur. Opening moves, 50 fragments and 1 pages. That is rather nice. That is really rather nice, because that is incredibly hard to raise otherwise, I do believe. Okay, so we can have another modest challenge here as well. We'll do that then. And we win again. We gain 1 more pages and 100 fragments, so we should be able to level up, I guess, for lack of a better word. And a tough challenge, 40%. Let's try. 1 more game. You don't know how long you've been playing, you want to match another. The rough coral tips of the chess pieces are smeared with blood. Yours, your opponent's. But you have begun to realize that your moves recapitulate the movements of the powers underneath, the flukes and their shapelings, the bazaar that lurks in London, Mount Nomad that prowls the sea. Salt Stone Storm. With every move you take, the shape of it becomes clearer in your mind, sharper. Checkmate, you say. 1 more game, your first officer is tugging at your arm. Ignore them, you have chess to play. You've gained 3 secrets, you've gained 1 pages. We succeeded, 3 secrets in 1 go, that's pretty crazy. Okay, we have a high risk challenge here, 28%. Let's get a port report before we go insane. Chess Dream Silverlight. The older inhabitants of Port Cecil carry coral incrustations like a disease, splotched with silvery light. They like to go up into the limestone heights behind the harbour to lay their heads against the pillars and towers, stare at the roof underneath, dream open-eyed. Sometimes they speak of things far away. The Khanet's work, the smuggler wars, the Fathom King's secrets. Perhaps it's not all invented. We now have a port report, Port Cecil. Alright. Put a Blemmingen ashore, not really. Sell your Opokian chess piece, not really. Gather Sintellec. Mirrors, 25%. 24% actually, not really. Explore, well, let's play some more chess. A distraction. You don't often look at chess pieces, not really look. The bishops with their hooks, the knight with its mane and teeth, the kin and the cream, white mingled with red. The roots that pin the corner of the board down to keep you safe from your opponent. You lift a paw to toy with it, touch its velvety pads. Checkmate, your opponent says. She grins. Look too closely, did we? You need to be careful with Sintellec chess sets. Her face is blank and white as the dome of a chess pawn. Get out. Get back to the ship until the waking dream of the coral clears. Okay. Let's maybe not do that again, because we still have a ways to go. So let's just explore the coral knot around Port Cecil. Sea laps dark around a silvery coral. Humps and columns rise from the coral, a bewildering maze. Go carefully. Madam, I'm a good seaman. I'm yours if you'll have me. Will you have me? I'm hungry. I'll work hard. He seems likely enough, if a little ragged and sorrowful. We have room for him, I guess. So let's take him with us. Taking a chance. You won't be sorry. I work double watches. Ask anyone, they'll tell you I have a good name. Yes, yes. Eventually you get him to stop talking. His enthusiasm is promising, if a little pitiable. There may be further effects from this decision. Uh-oh. Welcome aboard, stranger. Looks a little like a caricature of Sir Ben Kingsley. This is the sailor who came begging to you for a berth. He's done good work, this one, but he's keeping a little shrine to Salt, the nameless god of the horizon, at the back of the hold. We can permit it or forbid it. I guess in this case we will permit it. Out here a captain needs all the help he can get, even from sad, strange gods of farewells. A breath of air. You let him keep his salt circle and his chalk arrow. That night, as you stand on the foredeck, a soft breeze comes out of the east. The salt's direction. Tousles your hair, passes. We have Salt's attention. That's pretty good. I mean, not really, but it's a thing that can lead to further development, which makes it good. Salt itself is not really the best news, but oh well. Right, so we are down here. There is the salt lines. I guess maybe we'll loop in that direction and see. Oh, I didn't actually want to pull in here again. What? I really did not want to. This is where I start hitting the wrong buttons again. I wanted to put my Z-bet ashore, or rather out to sea. No islands yet. The wreck of the Emperor Wolfgang, yeah. Okay then. Khan's Glory. Hey, okay. Interesting. Oh god. Hello. Not interested in what you're selling. Okay. I guess we've made it out. And to the Khanate as well. That's pretty nice. Where did we have to go first? Khan's Heart, I think, right? Oh, wait, there's a port already. Let's give the all clear. Let's maybe not go to Khan's Shadow quite yet, because I don't want to lose our Longshanks gunner before we have another. Oh, that's a Khanate ship there. That's apparently not very happy to see us. Or is it? No, what is that? Is that a pirate ship or something? I guess we'll see. But this is definitely a place that is relevant to our interest, as Josephine has a bit of a spy's ambition in her. Khan's Heart, London's rival, an oasis of light in the salt black waste. Canals thread the painted city, street lamps glow when water taxis putter. So this is, I think, Karakoram, or no, hang on, I think Karakoram was the city that fell, and then London fell on top of it. And these are the survivors, some sort of outlying colony maybe. So they don't like London all that much. So let's see, seek a commercial license. The Kaganians dislike merchants and they dislike foreigners. Foreign merchants introduce or induce paroxysms of antipathy. Perhaps sufficient bribes will buy your way into the Nephrite quarter. Yeah, we'll have to do that somewhere else. We could wander the Copper quarter though. We can purchase fuel at an outrageous price or supplies at a ludicrous price. I'm not really interested in either. We could, however, gather a port report. The Khanate generally assumes that all foreigners are spies or worse. Well, they wouldn't be wrong in my case. It would be a shame to disappoint them, but it might be dangerous to prove them right. As Kaganian suspicion increases, this action becomes more difficult. If you have an intelligence network here, it's easier. Precious scraps. Rivalry between the Leopard and Eagle clans. The concerns about Chelonate raids. Some appalling gossip about the traitor Empress back in London. Perhaps you shouldn't write that last one down. And move on quickly. The fellow in the corner has an informer's look. Okay, we succeeded. They are getting a little suspicious, those white golds. But we have the port report. So let us wander Khan's Heart. Foreigners are restricted to the Copper Quarter. Let's see what it's about. A quiet street. A narrow street opens on your left. The filament bulbs here are green tinted and the street is unusually dim, like the space between a thick forest canopy. 10 steps in and the noise of the crowds on the canal side is oddly hushed. Okay. A quiet street washed with serpent green light from bulbs overhead. The houses here are dark, empty seeming. Paint peels and bats chitter. A single shop, however, is open. Its windows glow with candlelight. The shopkeeper is a tall woman with pale eyes. Not a local, but not a Londoner either. She blows the dust of a baize box. I really don't know what that is, and smiles toothily at you. Purchase a pot of violent ink. Violent. Violent? Hang on. Where can I... Those colors. Vieric. Violent. Violent ink is employed for the most desperate treaties. Wait, what? Did it go... What? Oh no. Okay, I didn't realize that would happen. Well... I guess we'll have to keep a lookout for that again, so... That's annoying. But I guess we'll have to try and trigger that event again, because this is how we get the... one of the colors. Yeah. Oh well. Nothing we can do about that right now. Where's the other place? Khan's Heart. No. I don't think that's... There was another one. Khan's Glory, I think. Oh, that's up there. Okay. That was the other Khan's place. That was really annoying though. I didn't realize that you'd have no chance to actually check your inventory while you are pursuing an event. Don't really think that makes a whole lot of sense if, like as a restriction. I mean, it's a little arbitrary, I feel. But oh well. Can't be helped now. We'll just need a way to, you know, trigger that again. We'll be visiting this place a lot, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. Khan's Glory, a place of stately isolation. Here are the palaces of the Khan and his court, each a fortress to itself. Sleek lords and ladies in belted robes breakfast on balconies. An unlikely antelope peeks at you from a park. Guns rotate easily on motorized gimbals. Okay, we can't really do anything here besides cruise past the clan palaces and see if we can get some information. Khan's Glory has a steely beauty, but the clan lords are ever suspicious of spies, and those gun emplacements are vigilant. We turn back. A Khanite gunboat passes the harbor mouth twice. An officer in a red-gold uniform scrutinizes you through a spyglass. Best save it for another time. Yeah, we'll probably get that again. Yeah, we will. Okay. Right. So Khan's Shadow is there. I kind of want to go up here so we can loop back around to the Salt Lions eventually. I don't want to touch Khan's Shadow quite yet. So we'll see. Sea of Lilies is a long way to the north. Okay. I can't remember whether there's anything of interest in the Sea of Lilies though. But I think we should have enough fuel to have another peek around the Untersee here. Oh, there is a Sea of Lilies already. I think if memory serves there was a bound shark swimming around here somewhere in the Sea of Lilies, which isn't the greatest bit of news that I could be getting right now, but I hope we can avoid a confrontation there. Polythreme. Hey, that is pretty nice. That's also requires cargo space though, god damn it. I don't think we can do everything in one journey. But I guess we can do polythreme. Let's see. Okay, there's the docking point. Right. Endure, obey, commingle. This is such a weird place. Right, let's see. How is our hold space? 8 more. We need to reduce. Here is screaming. Taciturn claymen. Evasive clothed colonies walking like humans. Cobbles that groan underfoot. On the hills above, a palace villa of marble, but even that writhes like buried bones in an earthquake. Gather intelligence. What news from Polythreme? The city cries out, roads roil, bricks quiver, the windows of all the buildings flash like eyes. The palace above the city swells and roars. This convulsion is how claymen are born. Even now, somewhere below, they open their blind-seeming grey eyes. You've gained a fragment, 5 terror, and a port report. Good. Carry claymen to London, 6 unit of cargo space. Have an audience with the king. We need a watchful curio. Alright, shore leave? No, not really. 6. So, okay, we can buy this. But not really, because we don't have the space for it either. Huh. Do we want to carry Clayman to London already? 6. We'll lose some more. I could jettison some. I could jettison something, but 10 supplies is almost enough for our entire journey again. We will run out of fuel way earlier, so we'll probably have to throw some supplies away. Do I carry Clayman to London? I don't think I will do that yet. No, I think it's... Yeah, no. I don't think that's a viable option at the moment. But it's definitely good to know that we have found Polythreme already. The Tides of Appetite are somewhere nearby. Not sure what those were, but sometimes it's just giving you just general points of orientation, like the Sea of Lilies. Some of these don't really have ports to pull into. I'm not sure whether the Tides of Appetite were where that cannibal church is located, but I don't think so. Oh god. Are those unfinished pirates? I think they might be. Let's try and avoid those guys if we can. What's the Z-Bat saying? Godfall. Damn, we have an interesting map here. That's all. Khan's Heart is really far away from London comparatively in this particular playthrough, I think. But Godfall is fairly close. I think the last playthrough that was all the way at the eastern edge of the map. Interesting. Very, very variable here from playthrough to playthrough. We have a lot to discover on this first journey. And I think we can also set ourselves up quite nicely for a repeat journey, because we will have a fair amount of port reports and also hopefully a fair amount of money from the Sphinx Stone. Actually, if I had bought the Violent Ink, I couldn't have made the Sphinx Stone work, so maybe that's not actually a bad thing to have skipped that. Sometimes, just occasionally, bits of the roof fall off. Be glad you weren't there when this one did. The brawling bearded men who live here call themselves monks and pay lip service to Saint Stalactite, which fell from the roof, but their chief interest seems to be wine, blood, and shouting. Oh right, we have to give them mushroom wine or hunting trophy, but we can also give them recent news. No. Port report we can gather. We need Foxfire Candle to explore the Shattered Citadel. Oh right, it's that thing. That's a bit scary. We should be doing that at a fairly late stage when our stats are a little better. So let them tell you about past and present events in the monastery. Tales. They're eager to talk about their history. The stalactite, they assure you, was one of the citadels of the starved men who dwell in the roof. When it fell, a few of its occupants survived to become the monks' progenitors. How does that work, you wonder, with a vow of celibacy? They become vague and are suddenly eager to speak of the details of passing shipping. We have a port report from Godfall. And we can't really do much more here either, so we shall leave again. Right, maybe we'll hit the north bit some more and then Frostfound. Hey, okay, that's a good point of interest for us as well. So let's go to Frostfound, let's go back to the salt lines, load up on Sphinx Stone, and maybe try and make our way back. There is Frostfound. Also a very interesting place. Very dangerous place if you explore the citadel without actually having a reason to, as I found to my dismay. But I think there's also a nice way to reduce some terror in here, if memory serves. So, Frostfound, towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life, but a pitiable encampment squats by the dock. Engage an officer, the tireless mechanic. 20 echo, hey? Can we sell something that we can make work for 20 echo? Let's create a port report. What are the squatters up to? Not all are Iremi or Withern. There's the odd researcher, the occasional deranged ice sculptor, now and then a very cold, very sad rubbery man. But for the most part, an atmosphere of friendly rivalry reigns. We have a port report from Frostfound. Mechanic. Fuel efficiency is really good, and for 20 that's really cheap, so I'm gonna go with that. Welcome aboard! The tireless mechanic has had enough of Frostfound. He smiles at you over his spectacles, teeth chattering. Brr, so glad to see a ship at last. Ready to offer my services. I'm an engineer, finest you'll ever hire. Treat engines like my own children. Not that I have children, too busy, usually busy. Welcome aboard. Spot of rust. Soon see to that. You there, help me with this spot of rust. Appoint your new officer by dragging him from the officer's tab. Yes, we know all that. Okay, we have this guy now, so let's put him in his place. Let's ask the... let's take tea with the squatters at the dock. Some of them wear the robes of Iremi riddle-fishers. Some look like Withen folk, but even more ragged. But they do seem a little more practical than either of those people. A surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping the steps for the Game of Truth, a helpful riddle-fisher explains, as she fills your cup for a third time. Every year, the people of Irem and Wither meet here for... She pauses. Contests, she finishes vaguely. The difference between a question and a riddle. One day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours while the tea is supplemented with Iremi liquors, pale Withen beer, and something the riddlefishers describe blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare, the riddlefisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up here, and we always feel bad for them. We lost 10 terror. And we've gained supplies. Okay, so that's about as far as we can take it in Frostfound for the moment. So now I wonder, do I want to pick up a cargo of stone men for London, because I can't really afford the Sphinx stone. And maybe we should just make some Sphinx Stone runs in sequence once we've made it back to London. That might work. Teneb is some distance to the north. What was Teneb again? Let's check it out. We still have the fuel. We do have the fuel for the moment, at least. I've played this game maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 times since the first captain, and I've never made it terribly far in, but I've never had a first journey quite like this. This is quite a special map arrangement that makes it possible to have a very, very long run already. Far off, very far off, someone screams. Oh, Teneb is just a corner of The Frostfound. Frostfound Island. Frostfall is a Skyrim mod that's very good, but oh well. Yeah, I guess hypothermia is also something we might have to contend with. Okay, what's the Z-bet telling us? Bright. Right, that's also part of this. Let's just discover it for some more fragments. And then maybe slowly loop our way down again. Oh, there is an ice... a lifeberg, I think they're called. Not that hard to fight if you have a decent ship. And quite worth it as well. But I think getting a decent ship should be priority 1 again, naturally. Okay, we've discovered Bright. Let's see what the Z-bet is saying now. Maybe there's something further east. Maybe we're actually close to Irem. We probably are. It's probably over there somewhere. But that's a bit... yeah, we can't really do much there right now. Or can we? Let me actually check whether we can make it to Irem, because I think that's already it here. And somehow rustle up another 20 Echo. Because then we can pick up the Sphinx Stone after all. Palmerston's Reach. Oh god, Palmerston is out here? Oh wow. That's far, far away. Damn. Huh. Maybe we can sell something in Palmerston, though. Oh, we've had 61 veils through this guy. That's great, actually. Love the music always around this hellish place. Huh. Palmerston. I did not expect that at all. Actually, I almost forgot about it, to be honest. It had some really cool stories, though, with Devilus. And there it is, Port Palmerston. Let's say hello. I think we might actually get cheap fuel here as well, but we don't have money. And we don't really need it, I don't think. Right, let's check the shops. We can buy supplies and really, really cheap fuel. We can also sell supplies. Yeah, let's see if the story develops in a way that gets us some echo, but I don't think so. Sullen lights glow green at the jetty's edge. Behind the port buildings, the island is knee-deep in ash. There are ruins here and there of houses destroyed by fire. Far above, the mountain top flickers red, just for an instant. Explore the island. Tangles of thorned scrub climb the rocky slopes of the volcano. A vista, the Z, opens out beneath a high cliff. A high place, the Z, like a rippled sheet of night green jade. The roof underneath above, bellied with stalactites and pricked with false star. Look out across the water. What are you thinking of? Your future. From up here, your future looks glorious, if not exactly bright. Your past as a street urchin. The years before you came to Z, racing across rooftops, snatching pocket watches, tussling with rival gangs, the bleak days in the workhouse and the terror of the constables. Yeah. Let's. The High Airs. Some of the urchins of London have a sort of junk shop religion. They venerate the wind. They have a prayer for every breeze. It always seemed like nonsense to you, but up here now, you can begin to see their point. You've gained 5 veils. Awesome. Very good. Okay, engage an officer. The merciless modest. What? 5 bailiff. Oh, God! Really? This is a new character, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen that one. Huh. Okay, we can't by any chance buy Lint. No, we can't. Okay, well, fair enough. Chat to the port folk about the Brimstone Convention. There was a revolution in hell and the aristocracy of devils fled here. Here they plot in exile. A shrug and a curse. They don't do us any harm. They stay up there and we stay down here. If hell's fighting itself, that's good for us. That's good for us all, isn't it? Okay, we have a Palmerston port report. Okay, I'm gonna do something stupid and sell 2 supplies. And then I'm gonna hit the road and try and make it straight down to the salt lines. And then back to London. Because I think this has gone on for quite some time now. This trip. And we have a lot of secrets to spend as well. Maybe we should speak to this guy. No dinner quite yet. We can increase veils, but that's not really... Not right now, no. Okay, let's not dine here. Let's dine in town maybe once... Oh, this guy is stuck on a light buoy. Right. Okay, if we get something awaits us in port, we could check back in and Stardust Haven actually. And grab another round of tea with these guys. Probably not the worst idea in the world. Let's see if we can manage to get something awaits you in port again. I think we should be able to. Because that'll make the return journey a lot nicer. Yes, we can. Okay, let us run over back here. Interesting location for Mount Palmerston. That's gonna make the shuttling back and forth for the Deviless story a little awkward. But oh well. We are definitely ranging quite far already on such a small ship. Yeah, it's going quite well, I think. Yeah, we should be able to make it back. Should be okay. Right. Back we go. And in we pull. Let's have some tea. Take tea with the squatters. There we go. And we've lost center. We gain a fuel and some supplies. Goodbye. It's always also just a monetary gain because fuel and supplies add up. That's only 30 echo in total, I guess, if we buy it in London, but still. It's nothing to be entirely sneezed at. Oh, this guy is cutting it. Oh, God. Okay, you are... you just barely made it out there. That's something I wouldn't want to go near. That was a little too close for comfort for that. I guess even a friendly ship for us, wasn't it? That was some sort of London Navy small boat. Let's keep sending out the Z-Bat and see if we find new shores there somewhere, but I don't think so. Let's also see how we can make it through here. Yes, we can make it just fine. Okay, no new islands, but there is Monkey Island, Lickamonkey Crag. Yes, indeed. I'll pass for now. We haven't even found the monkeys yet. The Pentecost apes. One of my favorite ports of call in this game. Maybe we should actually this time around help them to build their airship. That would be potentially hilarious. I'm really not sure who to side with. I'm really intrigued by the Dawn Machine as well. And the Khanet as well. Intrigued by what that opens up. But yeah, before we can enter the spy game, we definitely need to get better overall and richer and with a better boat and a full crew. All that sort of thing. But we'll get there. I'm also wondering whether to occasionally weave in an episode during the week, maybe at a halfway point in the week. It's a bit of a strange thing to say after the past week because I barely had time to record, but that's not gonna last. Right now I'm just in a situation where I'm still doing a lot of work-related things due to a new job, but that's gonna quiet down as soon as the house hunting is over as well. And once that's all settled, I'll have a lot more time to record. And then I should be able to maintain a bit of a more regular upload schedule, as well as add a series to the roster. Right now I'm having almost a hard time keeping Ballroom up at a constant schedule. As you may have noticed if you're following that series, there haven't been videos on Friday and Saturday, but that's not going to be the rule. Oh, we can actually do Saul's rites here. Interesting. The face of the Northern Sphinx is all but gone. Lost faces are sacred to Salt, they say. You are drawn there. To what end? Salt's voice is distant but clear. We'd lose nothing. Let's buy this first. And let's just do it. Into the Z. Dive from the Sphinx's face, down a clean arc into the Z's chilly darkness. Float there in the quiet until your lungs are bursting, until light blooms behind your eyes. Rise gasping to the prickle of fall stars, the shocked faces of your crew. You've brought something with you. We have an extraordinary implication and 7 terror. Nice. Okay. Okay, let's off to London we go. An extraordinary implication. That is rather good. We had a pretty good run for our first journey. Definitely off to a slightly better start than last time that I recorded this game, where it took me 3 episodes to recover from a crab attack. I think there's actually one down there. Yeah, there is. Are you attacking? You are. Okay, let me just burn a bit of fuel and try and run away from you. Switch off the lights. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay. Okay, down to the Wolfstack docks we go. Alright. I think we still have our recent news, so we might want to stop by that ship that is outside of London. Is that Hunter's Keep? It is. I'm not sure I want to stop by there, because that's going to cost me my something awaits you in port, though. So that's not a great idea. Yeah, let's go. We're running dry. But that's okay, because we're very close to home waters. We're actually pretty much there already, so we can try and find the light ship. I think it's there. Yeah, there it is. Let's just pull in and trade our recent news for whatever it was they gave you. I can't remember actually. Some terror reduction maybe? I think so. 35. Not too terrible. We'll end up being constantly above 50 anyway at some point, I think. Far from home. The light ship. We will give them news of home. And they will give us a Z story, and we lose 5 terror. Yes, we get a Z story. That was what we get. And a terror reduction, which is nice as well. So let us pull into London and do the London business. Yeah. Very good journey there. I'm definitely happy with how that went. We make it back with enough fuel to pull into the docks, and we haven't run out of food, so we didn't have to eat anyone. That's always something I would consider a success. So let's see. Let's see what the constabulary wants from us, or the Ministry of Public Decency. The Revenue Man. Her Enduring Majesty's Customs Service works closely with both the Ministry of Public Decency and the Masters of the Bazaar. Today they have selected you for inspection. Don't cheek them. You have nothing to hide. Declare all controlled goods. We don't have any of that. Set something aside. No, not really. We will just let them do their worst. Vexed and frustrated, they roam your deck like wolves. They tear through your belongings like termites. At last, they leave. And we are lower than 5. Okay, so let us collect messages from the Harbour Master. All a clatter and song off the dockside. It soothes the soul. Are there messages for you? Ah, there's this guy as well. And this is new, I think. The lights of London welcome you home. Okay, let's see. We have another day, a free evening. The Rose Market bustles on Rosa's Wharf. Who will be there today? That's all for now. Something has changed underneath. Someone wants to sign on. Someone wants to sign on? Okay. Oh, there's probably an officer waiting for us. Right, okay. That was a very, very successful journey. I think we'll leave it here for this week. I thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you then, and bye for now.